Now what we discussed in last lecture, anyone can say that? Hello?
Examples for L'Hospital theorem and we need to start sequence of series.
Okay. Initiative of the sequence on series. Very good. So today we discuss sequence and series concept. Let us see here. Now my screen is visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in last lecture we discussed some initial topic of sequences series. These all are completed, baby? Yeah, not? Limit, convergence. Yes?
No, sir.
Sir, we need to start.
Okay, so we have discussed only.
Start.
Okay. No issue. So let us see here, you can see that. What is a sequence first of all? And second thing is the series. So first we discuss these two concepts, sequence and series. That is called in 12th standard in Gujarati medium, that is called the Sredi, and this one is called the Sreni. So now anyone can say that one example of sequence? Any one student? One simple example we given that here. No idea, anyone?
3, 5, 7, 9.
6, 8.
Yes? 3, 5, 7, 9, up to so on.
Natural numbers and whole numbers.
Very good, natural number. So here you can see the 3, 5, 7, 9. What is the n term of this sequence? 2n plus 1 up to so on. So this is the n term of sequence. It's denoted by in another way, that is 2n plus 1, n is equal to 1 to infinity. Here you can see that 2n plus 1, n is equal to 1 to infinity. So that is the notation. Now here you can use this two notation, en, or you can use this notation un. Or you can use this notation un. So that is a simple example of a sequence. So the second example is n, that is a natural number. Now you can sum of this number of sequence, that is called the series. Suppose we can take this one un. So what is the first element in sequence? u1, u2, u3 up to so on, un up to so on. Now sum of this element, that is called the series. So you can denote it by series in the form of, you can see that un, and n is equal to 1 to infinity. So that is the basic notations of a sequence and series. Okay, so first we discuss some well-known result or some basic concept of a sequence. So and then define a series. So let us see here. So that is the simple definition of a sequence. We can take here a1, a2, you can take u1, u2 also. There is no issue. Change is only variable, and is determinant denoted by in the curly bracket en, or you can write down. If we take u1, u2, u3, then we write down curly bracket in un. So now the term is unlimited. So that is called the infinite sequence. And the n term is denoted by en. The n term is denoted by e1. So this is a simple definition of a sequence. Now the next, you can find out the limit of this sequence. So anyone can say that what is the definition of a limit of the function? Find out the limit of the function. So mathematically you can write down in this way, limit x tends to a, f of x is equal to L. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. So here you can write down this definition in the form of delta epsilon. So you can write down in this way. Less than delta, that implies f of x minus L less than epsilon form. Now we can take here one simple example. F of x is equal to 1 upon x. F of x is equal to 1 upon x. This is a function here. And now want to find out the limit. So limit x tends to a, 1 upon x. What is the answer here?
1 upon A.
1 upon a. Very good. But we want to find out a limit for a sequences. So definition is different of a limit of a sequences. Like this you can see that mathematically here you can write down limit x. Here we can take n. N tends to infinity. En, that is equal to L. We can take one example. En is equal to the sequence 1 upon n, n term. This sequence is given that an n term, that is En, that is 1 upon n, and then find out the limit. So limit n tends to infinity, 1 upon n. What is the answer?
Zero.
0. Very good.
Undefined.
That is 0. N tends to infinity, 1 upon infinity, that is 0. So that is a limit of this sequence. So by using this definition, you can calculate the limit of the sequence. So in the sequence, each and every time here you can take limit n tends to infinity. So from this definition, you can see that here we can write down modulus of an minus L less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to n0. And this n0 belongs to our natural number n. So n0 greater than equal to n. So that is a simple definition of a limit here. You can see that en minus L less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to n0. In natural number we can take n0. What is a convergence? That is a new word here, convergence of a sequence. So that is very simple thing. You can find out the limit of this sequence, and this limit is finite. Limit is finite, then that is, you can say that the given sequence is convergent. So you can see that in the previous example, limit n tends to infinity, 1 upon n. What is the answer? That is 0. So you can see that that is a finite limit. So that is the sequence 1 upon n is convergent from this definition. Now, second example, you can see that n tends to infinity n. What is the answer here? That is
Infinity.
infinity. So this type of sequence, that is called the divergent sequence. This type of sequence, that is called the divergent sequence. Let us see here. The limit of the sequence En does not tends to finite number. That is called the infinite number, and that is this is a divergent sequence. So here convergent and divergent sequence. That is called convergence. You can take convergent or divergent. So here is simple example is given that you can see that 1, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 9 up to so on 1 upon n square. So here you can rewrite this one in this form, 1 upon n square. Yes or no? That is
Yes, sir.
n is equal to 1 to
Yes, sir.
infinity. What is the en here?
0.
1 upon n square. And now we want to find out the
Yes.
limit. Then that is 0. Then that is 0. So you can see that there is a finite limit. So this sequence, that is convergent sequence. Again, that is example, that is a divergent sequence. Here 2n plus 1 we can write down. So that is again infinity. So 2n plus 1 is divergent. So that is a simple examples. Now the next is, you can remember this, all these things of the sequences you have already studied into a standard. more is a bounded sequence. So we can find out one number. So this nth number of this sequence is bounded for this k number. So this type of sequence is known as a bounded sequence. Now next, these two is very important: increasing sequence and decreasing sequence. So what is the definition of increasing sequence and decreasing sequence? So simply the term an less than or equal to an plus 1, that is called increasing sequence. And now term an greater than equal to an plus 1, that is called a decreasing sequence. So these two definition understand by some example. So let us see here. You can see that we can take this example first one. En that is n term, and en plus 1 that is next term. Okay, so here you can see that is a1, this one is a2, this one is a3, this one is a4. So from this you can see that 1 less than 4 less than 7 less than 10 up to so on. So that means a1 less than a2 less than a3 less than a4 up to so on. So now you can see that A3 is strictly less than A4 and A1 is strictly less than A2, A2 is strictly less than A3. So from this you can find out this one, this relation En less than or equal to En plus 1. So this sequence is called increasing sequence, this one. This sequence is called increasing sequence. Our second example, you can see that here 1 by 4 1 by 3. So that is a1 a2 a3 up to an. Now here you can see that 1 greater than 1 by 4 greater than 1 by 9 greater than up to so on greater than 1 upon n square greater than up to so on. So now here you can see that a1 greater than a2 greater than a3 up to en up to so on. So an greater than an plus 1, an greater than an plus 1. So satisfy this rule. So this sequence is decreasing. So you can, by using this result, you can easily identify the given sequence is increasing or decreasing. And by using this concept, you can say that the sequence is monotonic. So what is the definition of a monotonic sequence? So here you can see that a sequence En is called monotonic if it is either increasing or decreasing. Either increasing or decreasing, you can say that directly the sequence is monotonic. So here you can see that you can easily identify from this one, this sequence is increasing. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So you can say that
Yes,
this
sir.
sequence is monotonic because of either increasing or decreasing. So you can say that the sequence is monotonic. Similarly, the sequence is decreasing, that is also called a monotonic sequence. Now what about this sequence? 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1. That is increasing, decreasing? Anyone can say that? That is called minus 1 upon raised to n, this sequence. N plus 1, sorry. Because of first one, so here you can write down n plus 1. This sequence is increasing or decreasing? You can identify it. Hello, anyone? Yes.
Neither increasing nor decreasing.
Yes. So here you cannot find out the increasing and decreasing. Okay. So let us see the next example. So that is not find out increasing, decreasing. So that is not a monotonic sequence. This one is not a monotonic sequence. And that is one simple result. A sequence is monotonic and bounded. So you can directly say that this sequence is convergent. Monotonic and bounded. So you can say that the sequence is convergent. So that is a simple concept of sequences. Now our main aim of this topic is series. And here we can discuss infinite series. Infinite series. So next, what is the definition of this infinite series? But starting with this infinite series, we need some standard limits. So here, note down this all standard limit, and remember, because of we use these limits in examples directly. Okay, so everyone remember this all formula of a limit. Here we list out. Okay, you can take a screenshot or you can refer this recorded video lecture for all these things, and within 1 or 2 days I share this PPTs. I will share these PPTs. Or you know that this all limit because of you have studied in 12th standard, no issue. So here we only collection of these limits, nothing else. Okay, everyone? Hello? Tell me quickly yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Sir.
okay. So now the next is infinite series. The definition is already clear. The sum of these sequences that is called infinite series. So here you can see that U1, U2, U3, Un. So the sequences is Un. Now sum of these elements. So here you can see that U1 plus U2 plus U3 up to so on Un. That is called the infinite series and is denoted by in this way. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity En, Un. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity Un. That is a infinite series. Now here we can define a partial sum. So how can you define the partial sum? So S1 that is equal to, you can write down U1, the first one. Now S2, so here you can define U1 plus U2. S2 that means the sum of two terms of the given series. Sum of two terms of the given series. Now S3, anyone can say that what is S3 here?
U1 plus U2 plus U3.
U1 plus U2 plus
U1
U3.
plus U2 plus U3. Very good. Now we want to find out Sn. So sum of the n term. So U1 plus U2 plus U3 up to so on Un. So this is denoted by the partial sum of the n term. This Sn is denoted by partial sum of the n term, and it's write down in the summation form. Here you can see that Sn is equal to summation j running from 1 to n into uj. So here you can take S1. So S1 that is j is equal to 1, n is equal to 1. So U1. Now you can put S2 here. So summation j running from 1 to 2 uj. Now put j is equal to 1, so that is U1. Now put j is equal to 2, so that is U2. So from this formula, you can obtain this S1, S2, S3 up to Sn. And Sn that is a partial sum. Here you can see that. Now we want to find out limit n tends to infinity of this Sn. So you can see that limit n tends to infinity, summation j running from 1 to n uj. And now you can apply limit n tends to infinity here. So we obtain j running from 1 to infinity uj. So you can see that is a series, this one, same series, you can obtain n tends to infinity. So that is the concept here. So that is simple example for an infinite series. The sum of odd numbers. Now this is very, very important. Convergent and divergent. That is called convergence of infinite series. That is our original topic. Taste of convergence of a series, or you can say that infinite series. So how can you find out? So here you can see that some concept is given that consider the infinite series and let us find the sum of this series, n sum. Everyone know that how can you find out the n sum? Simple, the sum of the n term of u1, u2, u3 up to so on un. Now we can find out the limit of Sn, that is tends to a finite number. A limit Sn tends to a finite number as n tends to infinity. That is the meaning of this one. That is mathematically you can see that limit n tends to infinity Sn. Sn, that is a finite sum of a series. So the answer of this one is finite number. Then the given series, infinite series, you can say that that is convergent. Everyone clear this first definition, convergence of a series? Yeah, any question, anyone? Tell me quickly.
Yes, sir.
Any question, Megal?
No, sir.
Hello?
No, sir.
Okay.
This first point again.
Yes?
Can you explain this first point again?
Which first point?
If Sn tends to a finite number,
Sn tends to a finite number. So first we can find out the sum of the series, finite sum of the series Sn. Okay, and now we can find out the limit of Sn and we get the finite number. Let us one example, simple example. Summation 1 upon n. Summation 1 upon n, or you can take 1 upon n square. Okay, you can see that later we can see this example, so you can easily understand. Okay. Hello.
yes, sir.
Now the second is Sn tends to infinity as n tends to infinity. So here we cannot get the finite number, then you can say that the series is divergent. So for partial sum, that is to given the definition for convergent and divergent of a series. Let us see one example so you can easily understand this finite number and infinite number from the series. So here you can see that this first example. Our taste of the convergence of the series 1 upon 1 into 3 plus 1 upon 1 into 3 into 5 plus 1 upon 5 into 7 plus 1 upon 7 into 9 up to so on 1 upon 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1. Now here you can see that that is an infinite series. Identify this one is an infinite series, everyone.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is the n term? Un.
1 upon 2n minus 1 into 2n
1 upon
plus
2n
1
minus 1
upon
into 2n.
2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1.
2n plus.
That is the nth term of this series. But here we find out the partial sum of this series. Now what is the partial sum Sn? So the partial sum Sn, that means 1 upon 1 into 3 plus 1 upon 3 into 5 plus 1 upon 5 into 7. And the n term, that is n term is this one. So plus dash plus 1 upon Now is it clear? How can you find out the Sn, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now rewrite this one. 1 upon 1 into 3, 1 upon 1 into 3, 3 into 5. So here you can rewrite this one, that is 1 by 2 into bracket 1 by 3 minus 1. Sorry, 1 minus 1 minus 1 by 3. You can rewrite this way also.
Yes, sir.
Similarly here 1 by 2 into bracket 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 5 minus 1 by 7 plus up to so on 1 by 2 into bracket 1 upon 2n minus 1 minus 1 upon 2n plus 1. You can write down in this way. Now whole term 1 by 2 is common here. So 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 7 up to so on plus 1 upon 2n minus 1 minus 1 upon 2n plus 1. So you can see that the first term is as it is. Now cancel the second term and the first term of the second term. So here the last term is as it is and now cancel this one. So after simplifying you can see that 1 by 2 into bracket 1 minus 1 upon 2n plus 1. So that is our required Sn. Is it clear everyone these things?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now let us see here. You can simplify it and after simplifying we get this Sn is equal to this one. But here we can take the convergence. So convergence we can find out the limit of Sn. So limit n tends to infinity Sn. Anyone can say that what is the answer?
One by two.
1 by 2, that is a finite number.
Yes, sir.
So from the above definition you can say that the given series is convergent. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
By the definition, you can directly say that the series is convergent. So that is the taste of the convergence. Convergence, that means divergent and convergent. Okay. So here you can see that finite quantity, and that is the series is convergent. Now let us see the second example. So in the second example, taste of the convergent of 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to so on n. Now what is the Sn here?
n into n plus 1 by 2.
Sn here is n into n plus 1 by 2. Because of the sum of n directly, and the formula is n plus 1 by 2. So the value of Sn is equal to n plus 1 by 2. Find out the sum of n terms. That is the formula. Here is, you can see that. Now find out the limit of this Sn. What is the answer?
Infinity.
Infinity. So from definition, that is not a finite term. So this given series is
Divergent. Divergent.
Divergent.
divergent. So that is the concept of divergent and convergent in infinite series. Infinite series. Now next, 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16. So you can see that that is 1 plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square. What is n term?
n into n plus 1
n square
into
to so on.
2n
Now
plus
Sn,
1 by
now Sn, that is sum of this n number, so n plus 1 and
2n plus
10
1 by 6.
by 6, and find out the limit, that is infinity. So this series is divergent. So this series is divergent. Now here, try to remember this knot. So the first is, yes,
Sir, can you move on to the example to 1 minute?
example 1
Second, sir.
second. Yes.
Okay, sir. Done.
Clear Parth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here remember these knots. The infinite series is said to be oscillatory. Here you can see that there is only two types, divergent and convergent. But in Pascal case, sometime we get the oscillatory series. So what is the meaning of this oscillatory series? So that is very simple meaning. Find out the limit of partial sum is not a unique limit. So in this example here you can see that 1 by 2 that is unique limit. But sometimes we get one or more limits. So this type of series is known as oscillatory series. There are two types of the oscillatory series. One is finitely and second is infinitely. So the limit, the answer of the limit is finite values, different finite value. That is called oscillately finitely, or infinite finite value. Infinitely many values is given, that is oscillately infinitely. So sometime we limit given that 1, 2, 3, like this limit is given, that answer of the series 1, 2, 3. So here you can see that is a finite number 1, 2, 3. So limit is exists and the number of limit is again 3. So this type of oscillatory series known as finitely, otherwise you can say that infinitely. Number third, everyone know that this one? You have already studied in 11, 12 standard maybe.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Geometric.
Yes,
Geometric progression.
very good. Now here is r greater than 1, then what is the change?
R minus.
R raised to
R
n
n
R
minus.
to power n minus 1
R
upon r
minus.
minus 1.
So remember this one because of we use these things. So here we can recall these things, okay? Now next example, yes. The test of the convergence of this series, 4 minus 9, 5 plus 4 minus 9 plus 5 plus 4 minus 9 plus 5 plus 4 up to so on. And now we can check here is that is the test of the convergence. So how can you check these things? Anyone can say that? Here you cannot easily find out the n term directly. Yes or no? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So here, how can you find out the convergence? So let us see here S1. What is S1?
4.
4. Now what is S2?
Minus 5.
4 minus 9
4
is
minus 9.
minus 5.
minus
Now S3 you can see that
0.
4 minus 9 plus 5, that is 0. Now what about S4?
4.
S5?
4
5. Minus 5.
minus
S6?
0.
S7?
0
4.
S8?
Minus 5.
S9?
5
0.
0.
So
0
up to so on, you can identify some common pattern. So S3n that is equal to 0. you can put n is equal to 1. So S3 0, S2 0, sorry S6 0. Now you can put 3, Sn 0. Now what about S3n minus 1?
-5.
Minus 5.
-5.
And what about S3n minus 2?
4.
4.
4. So here you can see that the Sn divided in these three parts, S3n, S3n minus 1, S3n minus 2. And find out the limit. The answer is 0, -5 and 4. So we get 3 limits. We get the 3 limits. So such a series say that finitely oscillatory series. So such type of the series known as finitely oscillatory series. You can see that here. S3n minus 2 4 minus 1 5 and S3n 0. So if Sn does not tending to a unique limit, so the given series is oscillatory, and we get the finite number 4 minus 5 0. So there are only 3 numbers. So that is called oscillatory finitely. Okay, you can write down or don't write down, there is no issue. So is it clear? How can you find out the oscillatory series? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So everyone try to solve this example number 5. Everyone. This series is convergent or divergent? Tell me.
Sir,
Yes.
Convergent.
be convergent as it is a geometric progression and 1 minus 3 by 4 raised to n divided by 1 minus 3 by 4.
Okay. And then you can find out the limit that is convergent. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So let us see
Yes,
here.
sir.
You can find out the finite sum Sn. So 1 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 whole square plus 3 by 4 whole cube up to so on 3 by 4 n minus 1. So Sn, that is n term. Here you can see that the n term is this one, n minus 1. So that is one result, 1 plus r square r cube up to so on, and r is less than 1. Then you can follow this result, 1, use the not, 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r, and here r is 3 by 4. And after simplifying and find out the limit of this one. So here you can see that the limit is 4 by using this formula. This formula is already listed in the standard limit. And you can see that there is a finite limit of Sn, so the given series is convergent. So each and every example, you cannot find out Sn every time. Here is simple example, so you can find out the value of Sn every time. But some of the example is given that, so you cannot find out Sn directly every time. So some another test is given here. So later on discuss this all the test. Okay. So that is
Sir,
some.
1 minute.
Yes. Hello. Any question? Dear
Sir, the
student?
previous slide.
Yes. Done.
Yes, sir.
Parth, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So now this general property of infinite series. So that is very simple property. You can remember this property. The nature of divergence and convergence. The nature of divergence, and so here you can write down the nature of this one, does not change by multiplying all term by non-zero number k. The series is given that, and you can multiply some number k all term. So there is no change in convergent and divergent. That is not a divergence. Here is write down convergent or divergent, not a gens. Okay. So there is no change. Now the second, you can addition and deletion. Deletion, that means subtract some number in the term. So there is no change in nature of divergent and convergent. The second regard, the two series is convergent, then sum and subtraction is always convergent. We use this property in example. Now next, and that is very important topic, that is series of positive term. Series of positive term. So here that is a definition. After some term, all terms are positive. All the terms after some particular terms are positive. So this type of the series is known as positive term series. And the answer of an infinite series of positive terms must be either convergent or divergent to infinity. It is never oscillatory. So this type of positive term series is never oscillatory. You get only convergent and divergent to infinity.
Sir, can you show
Yes.
the last slide, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I had a doubt why positive terms cannot be considered.
Voice is not clearly audible. Sen, your voice is not clearly audible.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I had a doubt in the last statements. Why
Yes.
positive terms?
You can put your question in chat box. So I discuss later on because of your voice is not audible clearly. Sen. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
So now on necessary condition for convergence. This is a very important topic here. So what is the necessary condition for a convergence? Let us see here. You can see that if a series n is equal to 1 to infinity un is convergent, then limit n tends to infinity un is equal to 0. Here what is a un? Hello, un, that means
Nth term of any series.
very good, nth term of series. Here not a partial sum, okay? Here you can take n term of the series. So this is a necessary condition. Suppose the series is convergent, then the limit of un is equal to 0. So that is a necessary condition. But the converse is not true. What is the converse? Limit n tends to un equal to 0 is given that. So you cannot say that the given series is convergent. So this is only necessary condition, not a sufficient condition. Here you can see that one not. So you can easily understand the remark. The converse of the result need not be true. That is not a necessary sufficient condition. So un is equal to 0. So summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity un may or may not be convergent. You cannot directly say that that is a convergent. हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है. So let us see one example here. 1 plus 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 3 up to so on, 1 upon root n up to so on. So that is summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon root n. This series is given that. Now let us see here Sn. So Sn is finite sum. Sn, that is 1 plus 1 over root 2 plus 1 over root 3 plus up to so on 1 over 210. And that is strictly greater than this one. You can easily verify these things. So here that is n term 1, 2, 3 up to so on n term. So in the above summation n, so summation 1. So we know that the answer of the summation 1, that is n. So that is n upon under root n. So that is equal to root n. So that is our Sn. Sn is our root n. Now find out the limit. So limit n tends to infinity root n. What is the answer here? Infinity. So this series is very good. So this series is convergent.
Divergent.
So that is divergent series. But here you can find out limit of n term un. So limit n tends to infinity un. What is the un here? 1 upon under root n. What is the answer?
0.
0.
So you can see that the answer is 0. But you cannot say that the series is divergent or convergent directly. Sorry, convergent directly. But here you can see that we obtain this divergent series. So the converse part of this series, sorry, this result is not true. So that is the only necessary condition. So this one is only necessary condition for convergence. But from this we obtain one test, that is called the zero test. The zero test says that find out the limit n tends to infinity un not equal to 0. So you can directly say that this series is convergent. Sorry, this series is divergent. If that is not equal to 0, then the series is divergent. Let us see one example simple so you can easily understand. Here you can see that this test is applicable for only say that the series is divergent. Otherwise you cannot apply this test. Okay. So prove that this series n is equal to 1 to infinity n into sine 1 upon n is divergent. So how can you show that? So by zero test you can easily show that the series is divergent. Anyone can say that what is a un here? Yes, student. What is a un here?
N
N
into
into
sine
sine
1 upon n.
1 by n.
N into sine 1 upon n. Now then we can find out the limit of this un. So limit n tends to infinity un. Everyone try to find out the answer of this limit. This is 11-12 standard problem.
0.
How? How the answer is 0 directly?
So 1.
The second answer is 1. The first answer is 0. Any other answers?
1.
How can you obtain the answer is 1?
Undefined.
Oh, third
Undefined.
answer is undefined. Very good. Any other answer, anyone? So here find out the limit. So limit n tends to infinity sine 1 upon n upon 1 upon n. You can rewrite this way also. Both are same.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now n tends to infinity. Then what about 1 upon n?
0.
0.
Tends to 0.
0.
So now we can take that is sometime we can take that is m. So that is you can see that limit m tends to 0. 1 upon n that is m. Sine m upon m. We know that this is the standard formula for a limit.
Yes, sir.
Limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x. What is the answer? 1. So answer of this limit is 1. So ये दोनों आंसर गलत है. कहाँ से आए पता नहीं. कहाँ पे गड़बड़ किया वो आपको ढूंढना है. ओके. So answer is 1 and you can say that that is not equal to 0. So you can directly say that this series is divergent from by this concept and we can use this zero test. So zero test is useful only for say that the given series is divergent. Otherwise we cannot use this test. Okay, everyone? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. So let us see here. Concept, to find out the answer is 1, that is not equal to 0 by using this formula. So this series is divergent. Now time is running out, so we stop here. Okay, everyone? Now, any question? Anyone?
The document up to this question, sir.
Hello, Sen?
Hello, sir.
Yes?
Can you share the document up to this question, sir?
Hi, yeah, definitely. Or you can refer this recorded video also, okay? Now, if there is no question, you may leave this meeting and we will meet in next lecture.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Thank you.